How do you typically cope with academic pressure and stress during busy periods like finals week?
To set some time aside, like at night, if I've been studying all day, maybe around like 6 or 7, I'll sit down, I'll watch some TV with my roommates, or I'll hang out with friends over the weekend and just kind of decompress.
What I typically have learned to do is learn to get a good night rest every single night, eat well, um, make sure I'm on top of my studies, and just make sure everything's balanced and not create an imbalance in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Can you share a specific experience where you felt overwhelmed by academic demands, and how did you navigate through it?
I think it was my second semester of freshman year that I had a physics class that I really didn't want to drop, but I was doing very poorly in. And what had helped was going to the professor of the class during office hours and asking her like to clarify things that I didn't understand.
Yeah, last semester, I was on the borderline in pretty much all of my classes and my exams, pretty much determined if I was going to pass or not. And what I basically did was what I said earlier. I just made sure that I didn't create an imbalance of just straight studying and schooling and then leaving all of my social life out. Basically, making sure that I'm like in the right state of mind to take the exams instead of being stressed out over the exams.
What strategies or techniques have you found most effective in managing your workload and maintaining your well-being during challenging times?
Like I said before, helps a lot to work with people on particularly difficult parts of classes, but other than that, just trying to keep procrastination to a minimum, dividing big things over longer periods of time rather than trying to do it all at once at the very end. That tends to help a lot.
First off, not be afraid to ask for help. Second off, knowing your own limits. Don't try to push yourself to go through and complete a whole assignment in one day if you will get burnt out halfway through working on it.
I find that separating my room, like for example my bed, when I'm in my bed, I'm not going to do any schoolwork. That's my place. And I either go to my desk, or I prefer like a completely separate space. I like to go to Starbucks to get my work done. Um, and I think just being around other people doing work kind of pushes you to focus on your own. And it's good to keep a separation of your work and your calming spaces.